Well, hello, people, and welcome to another episode of Metal Cave! Well, how's it going, folks? It's good to see you, good to see you. It's good coffee. Good band on the pod. Band, I like to listen to the stuff. You may not have heard of them. Check them out. But anyway, yeah, it's been a while. But I think I warned you of that you know, the Metal Cave videos would be here and there moving forward. I've, you know, got a very busy schedule. And I wanted to scale back a little bit on how frequently these videos were coming out because, you know, I had music projects to do and still remodeling this house, and that's been going well, but it's a long process. We're at a year now that I've been working on this place, and it's getting to the final stages, but I mean, it's been a lot. When we bought the place, it was from the ground up. I had to break up all the garage floors, all new garage floors, brand new roof, all new subfloors upstairs. I mean, rip it down to nothing, down to the rafters. Down to the rafters, rip it apart. But yeah, and then you rebuild. So that's what we've been doing, and I'm down to the basement part now. So you know, one of the first things I did was this room. Obviously, is important to me, but you know, there was still a whole house to go, so it's getting there. It's getting there, but I felt like it was time to take a little bit of a break and just check in and say hello. And I also, I had an opportunity to schedule an interview today, my first ever interview in the Metal Cave, so I wanted to share that with you. It's gonna be pretty cool. First interview with a major celebrity that loves the Metal Cave. Big fan, likes all the past episodes, wants it to keep going, and wanted to come on the show and be a part of it today. So he told me just to chime in when we were ready, and he'd be willing to speak with us for a minute. So when we get to that, and I've got some other big news too. You know, I've been I don't know if you remember when I went to NAMM last year, the winter NAMM, and I got to meet a lot of people that I look up to, a lot of YouTube celebrities. Got to make some new friends and see some old friends, and I actually got to play solar guitars for the first time. I'd wanted one before that already, but ever since then, you know, I've wanted one really bad since getting to play one. And, you know, it just, with the house and expenses with the house and all that, it was just never, you know, panning out to have the extra cash to just get one, you know. There's, you know, you got to buy tile and wood and blah, 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 blah. But anyway, birthday gift, Father's Day, all that stuff. I was surprised with one by my wife. And she got with a good friend of mine named Rex Briones, and they were talking behind my back. They're talking behind my back, and she was asking questions that he was coming at me with questions like, you know, which one's his favorite, and you know, which one do you think he'd like, and all these things. And he's asking me the questions, and I was kind of picking up on it. I was like, well, you know, he knows which one I like, you know, why is he asking me this stuff? But you know, so I had a hunch, but then the guitar never showed up. It didn't show up on my birthday. It didn't show up on Father's Day, any of that. And I thought, well, it was just wishful thinking. And then, you know, about a week after Father's Day, I came home from work, and there it was, laying on my bed. I was a box from Spain, solar, it said on it. And I thought, you gotta be kidding me. So, yeah, I'm thrilled. It's exactly what I wanted. It's actually a B-stock guitar, but that is actually the one that I had sent to Rex because it was a great buy on the guitar. And I would tell anybody that if you are looking at solo guitars, don't shy away from the B stocks. I mean, obviously, it's great to get brand new, unmarked, you know, nothing, no blemishes, anything wrong with it. But if you get a B stock, that's really all it is. It might be a minor scratch here or there, or a chip. I mean, the guitar I got has a little chip on the headstock, on the very tip of the headstock, that I can fix that myself. It's not a big... I mean, you guys have seen what I've done with the Nevertune bridge and the whammy neck, and you've seen my guitar prowess. You know, I can fix a chip in the headstock. It's not a problem. And, you know, to have a couple $100 knocked off just for a paint chip, I mean, everything else on the guitar is flawless. Well, here, just let me show you. I'll just show you the thing here. Let me just pick it up. Let me just grab it. I'm gonna grab it for you. Want to see me grab it? Here it is. Great guitar. I'm not disappointed in any way. I mean, this little mark, I don't know if you can see it there. That's it. Everything else is brand new. I still haven't even taken the plastic off. I mean, everything else is as if you bought it right from, you know, the showroom floor. So you got a matte finish, which, you know, the downside of that is it shows the fingerprints and smudges and stuff, but whatever, it's metal. It's metal. But you got your Floyd 1000 bridge, so it's, you know, it's an original Floyd. It's not some knockoff. You've got 2 tone knobs, push-pull. Holy cow, it's spitting everywhere. That's the one bad thing with a matte finish too. It shows all the spit when you spit all over it. But, you know, it just wipes off. Just wipes right off. No worries. 1 volume knob, 2 tone knobs. Each of the pickups, push-pull. Stop! Stop. Hold the phone. I just told you completely wrong. Total idiot. I said these were 2 tone knobs, push-pull tone knobs. Totally wrong. These are volume knobs, 1 for each pickup. But they are push-pull, which essentially makes these single coil pickups, you know, when you do that, that's the effect. 1 tone knob, 2 volume knobs, and then 3 select switcher here. Anyway, you know, not a gear review channel for obvious reasons. Because I don't know anything. I really don't know anything. I don't even know where I am right now. Who are you? George! George! And then you got, obviously with the Floyd, you got the locking nut. But you've also got locking tuners here. So I've never had, I mean, I've got a guitar, I've got Schecters over there with locking tuners, and another Schecter with a Floyd 1000 also. But neither of those guitars have both. And I don't know for sure what the benefit of that will be. But I'm still a little leery of the Evertune bridge, you know. I know what the Nevertune can do, but I don't know much about Evertune other than what I've read, and from what I've read, I just don't know if it's really my thing. You know, I'm into metal, but I wouldn't say that I am a chugger. You know, I'm not chug. You know, my songs aren't really that way, and when I do solos, they aren't flying up and down the neck so much as they are lots of bends and stuff like that. And it doesn't seem like, even though there's settings on the Evertune that you can bend, it still doesn't seem like it's the same as if it were not an Evertune, as how it's going to react to those bends. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm totally wrong, but they're expensive, and I didn't want to spend the extra money for Evertune and then not like it, and I know what this is all about, so screw it. I got a Solar. I'm happy. It's a great guitar. Maybe I'll play it for you later, you know, when we get to George's pick. You know, maybe I'll grab it for you again. So, we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. I'm sure, you know, with the time span it's been since the last video, there's probably some questions for me. You know, the last Q&A we did is a little disappointed. There weren't very many questions. But, you know, there's been some time that's gone by now. I'm sure there's plenty of questions on there now. So let's do that. Let's check it out. Let's see what you guys have to say, what you're wondering about. All right. Let's pull it up here. First question. Okay. No questions. That's it. Perfect. Fantastic. That's it. That's it. No questions. Thank you. All right. Moving on with the episode here. You know, that's the second time I've tried to do a little Q&A thing, and I just want to tell you, you know, if you do want to send in a question, just put it in the comments, and I'll be glad to answer it. And I'll be glad to ask your questions. Ask me questions, and I'll be glad to ask them for you. I'll be glad to answer them. If you ask them, I'll answer them. If not, I'm going to stop wasting my time. Because it's very precious. I'm building a house. I told you people that! I'm sorry. You know how I get it. Anyway, if you have questions, just ask them, and I'll answer it. And then I'll check beforehand moving forward, and if there aren't any questions, then we just won't have that segment, you know, in the show. But with that, you know, let's get to this interview. I'm excited about it. So got a special guest today, and let's bring him up. I'm sure you've heard of the band Green Day. Who's not heard of Green Day? Not really a metal band, and I'm not really a fan, but people know who he is, so I guess I'll talk to the guy. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I don't want to, you know, I kind of said I was not really a fan of Green Day, and I don't want to discredit any of their fans or pretend that, you know, I'm saying that the music's not good. It's just not my style, really. But, you know, obviously an iconic band, and I'm honored that a member of theirs would like to be on the show. So, with that, let's chime in, try to phone in here now to Billie Joe Armstrong. He told me that I could just get a hold of him whenever. We didn't have a set time, but he said he'd pick up. So, let's give it a try here. Let's see. Oh, he's playing a show. I don't know how he's doing that. I thought everything was canceled with this whole Corona thing. Billy! Las Vegas, get your fucking hands together! Billy! Billy, do you have a second? I just need 1 minute. It's a metal cave. It's a metal cave guy. I just get 1 minute of your time. Just 1 minute.
Oh, fuck this shit. You're gonna get give me fucking 1 minute?
I'm sorry, Billy. I'm not trying to offend you. I thought you told me to just call you whenever for an interview. I was just trying to get a hold of you like you said. I mean, all my guests are excited to hear you talk and have this interview together. I just need a minute of your time. That's it. That's it. Just a minute.
Look at that fucking sign right there. 1 minute.
What sign? What? This? That's Pink Floyd, Billy. That's what? You don't like them? I'm sorry. What's your favorite band? What's your favorite color? It doesn't have to be a minute. I'm saying I only need a minute.
I've been around since fucking 1980 fucking 8. And you're gonna give me 1 fucking minute? You gotta be fucking kidding me! What the fuck? I'm not fucking Justin Bieber, you motherfuckers! You gotta be fucking joking! This is a fucking joke! I got 1 minute left.
Billy, I don't appreciate the hostility. I'm sorry I bothered you. We're out of time.
Oh, now I got nothing left. Let me show you what fucking minute fucking means.
Oh, really? Really? Mr. Tough Guy, it took you that many times to bang that guitar on the stage to break the neck off. I mean, it's a Gibson.
1 minute. God fucking love you all. We'll be back.
Okay. Well, no, I don't think you will be back on the Metal Cave. But thanks again, everybody. That's Billie Joe Armstrong from Green Day. So appreciate it, Billy. Appreciate that 1 minute of your time. I'll have George send you a t-shirt or a hat or something. Appreciate it. Thanks. All right. Well, yeah, that was fun. First ever interview on Metal Cave. That went about as good as my second Q&A. So, why don't we just get this over with and move on to George's pick of the week, because I'm about worn out. All right, here we are to that part of the show again. George's pick of the week, and I told you I'd grab it again. We're gonna see what the Solar can do. You know, I've talked about it, so let's play it a little bit. Hopefully we get back to something a little more metal. Well, I don't know why I say hopefully we get back to, because George hasn't picked one damn thing that's metal in every episode that we've done of this, but we'll see. But, you know, the one time he did do Pink Floyd, so even that would be acceptable. But, you know, speaking of George, it's been months since I put out a Metal Cave, and it's been longer than that since I've seen him. He's still off doing top secret stuff, I guess. I kind of wanted to maybe introduce him to everybody in an episode, this episode actually, and haven't heard from him, no idea where he is. I mean, he's still, I send him an email, let him know, hey, we got an episode coming up, and then he'll send me a track to play and play on, but yeah, haven't seen him. Although I did maybe give a clue in this episode as to who George might be, so I'll let you maybe figure it out. But anyhow, yeah, let's get to playing. Hey, did you notice something? No bracelets, no tattoos, no ridiculous hair. I think, maybe the hex is gone. George has been gone long enough. Maybe it's worn off, which, you know, thank God. Thank God. Yeah, and maybe it's because, I haven't cut my hair since this whole pandemic thing started. Look at this. Look at that. Maybe it's metal enough now that I don't have to put on the whole get-up. Although I don't think it looks very metal. I feel like I look like one of the Dixie Chicks. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's see what we got here. What the hell is this? Is this some kind of Led Zeppelin remix? Like Moby Dick? With a lot more Moby? I don't know. We could maybe put some Jimmy Page on it. Out-of-body experience or something. Woo! Oh, that was like Biggie meets Jimmy Page meets Eddie Van Halen meets the Metal Cave. Oh crap! Hey, my nose is bleeding. Oh, wow! But thanks for joining in, folks. By the way, Skull Strings, these solo guitars, man, they're legit. They're legit. They come with good strings on them, but these make the difference. Skulls, baby. Oh, man. Keep it metal. Keep banging your heads. We'll see you again. We'll see you again. Woo!
Thank you.